Alright, traders, hello and good afternoon. It's Sunday, the 9th of February, and I'm just going to give you a quick position update. I actually went short the Aussie dollar Friday evening, probably about 10:30 in the evening Perth time. And as you can see, so if you look obviously to the left, you do have some support there. The reason why I've taken this position is that it really has failed rally and hold above 67 cents. And as you can see, the entry, we're pretty much at the low of the day, which I'm not too concerned about. And the main reason is a perspective of risk off and the Aussie dollar being very vulnerable to China, with its economy potentially slowing down a lot with the coronavirus. So I did take the trade cup of tea. I just want to obviously declare that. All right, so that's that. Get this out of the way for now. So the position's about 2% of the account as well, actually. So I did take a little bit of size, and that's probably the max that I will take per trade. As you can see, the US dollar did find some strength when it's taken this. That's moving pretty strongly to the south. Dollar as well. So in regards to a watch list, obviously Aussie short. I was buying it earlier in the week, last week as well, and it didn't really have much leg. So I mean, what we saw was, there's probably going to be rate cuts. Now, obviously, I'm not playing this long term. It's more of a weekly trade. I'd like to see a gap down on the Aussie dollar as well, to be fair. We'll see, though. It has bounced here. What I'd love to see is a dead cat bounce off the support, and then Tuesday, the rest of the week, it just falls. That'd be great. Great to see a runner. Ideally 64 cents or so would be like a rough target. But this is, if we go to the monthly, you can see that, to put into context, it's a bit of a critical point here now. We zoom out. Sorry for all the Elliott wave stuff, but it's like uncharted territory for some time now. I think it's an 11-year low. So we saw that back in late 2008. It got to the low of 60 cents. So maybe 2009, 60.7. So it's around here where we haven't really seen it since, just before 2010. So it's going to be interesting to see what the bulls do. I mean, obviously I've talked about this before. I'm definitely short biased on the pair. Let's see what gold's doing as well. Gold had a little bit of rally. Did it get to 1562 here? The low was 1549. So I'd like to see it come back down a little bit and bounce. 1562 would be a potential buy area for that. Let's see Aussie Kiwi doing. So it's actually holding up alright, the Aussie Kiwi. I didn't end up getting in long, or if I did, it might have been out of break even potentially. I can't quite recall. Pound Kiwi, what's this doing? Okay, move to the south a little bit. Aussie yen. Let me bring this up here, guys. Sorry about this. Aussie yen. It's definitely interesting. We'll see what it wants to do. See some more selling off. Ideally on the Aussie dollar. Now, I mean, I guess with the coronavirus news, it's been pretty steady. Like, it certainly hasn't improved at all. So it's technically, though, you could see some buying interest on the Aussie dollar, but we'll see. I'm playing more of the catalyst of market concern will continue into tomorrow and then the rest of the week, and that's the main trade idea for that. And again, it failed. It didn't rally, even though there was pretty positive news. And I guess on the back of the US jobs data was pretty positive on Friday night, so that really didn't help the Aussie dollar. Plus, it's got the coronavirus as well, which is a worsening situation, and we export a lot of goods to China as well, especially a lot of food and alcohol as well. with things slowing down in that middle class, if they're not going out, they're not really eating out. It sort of adds to the thesis. But again, it's not a perfect trade in regards to where it's at. But that's what I was, my opinion on it, and that's why I took the short. USD yen as well. Sort of faded out a little bit. We'll see on this if it wants to come back a little bit tomorrow, and we might see a reversal here in a sell trade. Potentially maybe Monday night Perth time or into Tuesday. USD CAD still sort of holding up, but again we'll see. You can see a sell-off here, or we might see some sustained US dollar strength. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Swissy as well. That's interesting actually. So in regards to risk on, risk off, it's the Aussie dollar is much more sensitive to it. So because of our dependence on China as a trading partner. So that's going to be the key thing. It's either going to be headlines are going to be slightly positive, which will be bad for the trade, or we'll see just more outbreaks in more cases, and that's probably going to fuel some more selling up. Or I'll just be steady. If I hold this for a few weeks, that's sort of fine. The stop is a little bit wider. So it's in regards to the daily trading range of the Aussie dollar as well. Aussie CAD. I gotta find the Aussie CAD. You're a Swiss actually. It's not participate. Aussie dollar, so that's the trade again. New Zealand CAD. New Zealand also took a bit of a hammering as well. I might go back to see the New Zealand dollar again just one more time. It's sort of held up a little bit better than the Aussie dollar actually, to be honest. Not much better, but Euro yen. So Euro yen also sort of sold off if we go to the daily. It's a good reflection of risk sentiment as well. Yeah. Okay, so that's actually looking even more bearish than the Aussie. Guys, I guess we'll see what next week's is going to bring. The daily tells you an interesting picture. We were down there a few times last year in August, October, so we'll see. There's upside potential, but it really it didn't want to have a sustained effort. If it does sort of bounce, I'd be willing to hedge the position and see where it wants to go. But I really see its muted upside and prevailing with everything that's behind it, with the catalysts and the sentiment in the market. That's why I took the short. So that's my only open position, guys. That's it from me. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.